What's up, people, and welcome back to another Saiyan Satsumi review. Today, before we go into the review, I want to talk about what's in the thumbnail. That's right, the completed Ultra Instinct form.
One thing a Saiyan always keeps.
Now, before I go any further than that, I know I've been saying it's more of a technique than a form, and I did just call it a form. Finally being able to see how he turns out and how it's progressed through the anime, I'm just going to say that it is a technique that everyone can attain, but the technique does lead to a form. Mastering this technique is mastering a new form. Is it the same for everyone? Who knows? Are Saiyans just so different that every time they power up, they get to a new form? Not a clue. But Goku's appearance does change, so I am going to say that it is a form. It is a technique that leads to the final form. So this is the picture of Goku after he masters Ultra Instinct. His hair is silver. This skinny version that they've drawn is drawn by Akira Toriyama. This is Akira Toriyama's original design. It really does look similar to the Super Saiyan God form. Now the drawing underneath it, that is done by the animators for the anime. I'm not actually too sure on who drew this one, but that's what he will look like in the anime, which we did see at the end of the preview this week. So there we have it. This is the Ultra Instinct's completed form. This is what it's meant to look like when it's done. We saw for the preview at the end of this week's episode that that's what it looks like Goku was about to do, and the title is titled Mastering Ultra Instinct. So this is what Goku is going to look like. In other Dragon Ball news, as we all know, Himori Suru, the voice actress for Bulma, did pass away just recently. Today, in this episode, was her last lines ever in Super. So it really was a bittersweet moment, and I bring this up to say that the new voice actress has been cast. The official Dragon Ball Super Twitter account did say that Aya Hisakawa will be the new voice actress for Bulma, and that she will be the new voice actress going on into the Dragon Ball franchise. Now, judging by that tweet, it does sound like Dragon Ball will be continuing. I know when we had the last couple of tweets, it was a bit iffy, like maybe it will come back, it might not come back. And I mean, no one does know yet. We don't have any rock solid information, but this does seem to suggest that Dragon Ball will be going forward with another series. But on the flip side of that, it could just mean that she will be the voice actress for things like games, ads, anything that they do after this that won't be a new series but will contribute to the old series. So again, not a lot of rock solid information on that, but it is a ray of hope to say that this show could come back. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get to my review on Dragon Ball Super episode 128. First of all, how insane was this episode? Vegeta looked so good in this. He was a boss, he was an animal. And I know what you're thinking, yes, he didn't land a punch on Jiren at all. He beat him up so badly, he closed his eye up. But even with all that happening, you can't deny how much of a warrior Vegeta is and how much passion and pride he has for fighting. Not only that, you get a really good feel on how Vegeta's heart has changed and how much he loves his family and friends. This final stand that Vegeta made against the strongest mortal between all the universes was a statement. It didn't matter how many times he got put down, he would always get back up because he is just trying to save his family. Trying to protect the ones he loves and cares for. Everyone thought it. There's no way that Vegeta could be getting up anymore. There's no way that he can do anything, but he kept fighting, and that is the true nature of a Saiyan warrior. But yes, our boy did all he could, but unfortunately he got knocked off. Vegeta in this whole series has been awesome though. He even got a new form in here. You saw on the faces of Whis and Lord Beerus that there was true admiration. They were just happy that he was back safely and that they know he did really well in this tournament. So Vegeta being the man, the only thing he could do was give his energy to Goku, and that's what he did. Goku taking that power to fight back to Jiren, but obviously still not good enough. Now, I'm a huge Vegeta fan, and even though Vegeta gave Goku this energy, Goku does a lot better fighting Jiren than Vegeta does. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. The reason I think why Goku did a better job than Vegeta did is because Goku is a martial artist at his core. Vegeta is a warrior, he's a fighter, he's definitely a brawler, he's someone that gets in there, he knows how to fight, he has good technique, but he's just not a martial artist, he's a warrior, he's a fighter. Now, I know it doesn't seem like it, but Goku is very disciplined in his training and he does train martial arts all the time. I just think Goku has a better technique and you can definitely see that come through. Goku does a lot of things to counter what Jiren's doing, but obviously Jiren is too fast, too strong, and he overpowers him. Jiren does start pushing Goku back and he gets to a point where there is no more room to move, that one more punch will knock Goku out of the ring, and that's when he activates Ultra Instinct once again. I don't know about you guys, but I was so hyped at this scene. Just before he went Ultra Instinct, the whole build-up to it was incredible, and then boom, he just ends up behind Jiren. Jiren not being able to land a single punch on him before Goku punches him in the gut with a powerful punch. This is probably the second attack that has actually damaged Jiren. Now, Goku before wasn't able to do this. He wasn't able to punch with the full power that he had. This definitely shows that Goku is mastering this technique, and I know we know from spoilers that he does master it. The next episode is titled him mastering it, but we're really able to see the progression in this one. That punch really hurt Jiren, and this is where the fight is going to start to heat up. There are 2 minutes left. Ultra Instinct is probably the coolest technique that has come out of this Dragon Ball franchise so far. Goku looks insane in it. He really just goes to a different level. You can even see in the next episode that Jiren is still stronger than him in this form. As you can see in this photo, Jiren is pushing Goku back. It looks like Goku's doing a full Kamehameha, and Jiren looks like he's pushing it back with his fist. So Jiren is definitely still stronger than Goku in this Ultra Instinct form, and that's why I believe he does master it, because he needs to keep pushing past his limits to get to where he will be able to beat Jiren, and this is what he's going to do. This Silver form will be him mastering it, him being almost in full control of it, and being able to fight Jiren properly at his full power, at Jiren's full power, and what an episode that'll be. Now, there are still the theories on Frieza. Now, I do have 2 theories on what will be happening with Frieza. One of them is completely crazy, so let's go with the safe one right now. Now, for the safe theory, Goku is not able to beat Jiren, Jiren is not able to beat Goku, the time runs out, there's only 2 of them left, it seems like it is a tie, then we remember that Frieza is still somewhere on the field, which means that our universe wins because we have 2 more people on the field, and Jiren only has himself on the field. The universe is destroyed, Universe 7 wins, they get the Super Dragon Balls, they use the Super Dragon Balls back to wish everyone, all of the universes back. Now, I'm not sure if the Super Dragon will be like Shenron with Lord Beerus, where he'll be completely scared of Zeno and will not want to do it. In the event where that happens, where the dragon says, I don't want to wish them back, Zeno destroyed them for a reason, that's what's going to happen. Goku then asks if he can wish all the planets back to live in their universe, and then Zeno's like, sweet, I'm fine with that, let it happen, let's do this tournament more often. Or Zeno does allow the wish because he liked this tournament and he would like to see it happen more often. Alright, so that's my safe theory. That's what I think could possibly happen, how I could see the series ending. The other crazy and insane option is that Goku does end up winning. He does end up finding out a way to beat Jiren. And as Goku kicks Jiren off the platform to be out, Frieza finds some way to also kick Goku off as well, so that both of them fall out almost at the exact same time, leaving Frieza as the only person left on the field. From there, Frieza being the only person on the field, meaning he would be the only one to get the wish, he would get the Super Dragon Balls and wish for something that would change everything. Whether it be him being the king of everything, him being immortal, or him having complete power over everything, something crazy could happen, and that's where the series ends, with Frieza taking over the universe, and there's just this massive cliffhanger, meaning that there will be more Dragon Ball to come, and it will be about stopping Frieza and how he's taken over the universe. Or even just that whole thing happening, and before Frieza's able to make this diabolical wish that would change everything, Zeno's like, yo, I know what you're up to, that's not allowed, and erases that guy, and then everything goes back to how I said in the first one, where they would wish all the universes back and everything would be hunky-dory and it will be finished. So for anyone wondering about what they think will happen to Frieza, that's my theories on what I think will happen to Frieza. Obviously one of them is completely fan fiction, one of them I do not think will happen at all. I don't think that that second one will happen, it's just something that I thought up with and I thought, man, that would be a crazy way to end it and introduce a new series. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think will happen with Frieza? How do you like Goku's new form with the silver? What do you think is going to happen with Goku and Jiren? Who will win that battle? As of now, we have 2 minutes left until the Tournament of Power is ending. Remember, Dragon Ball Super is on a break next week. There is no Super. We have to wait till another week. So there is 2 weeks till we get to see this awesomeness. But what are you gonna do? If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you already haven't. If you want to see my face in other places doing other things, boxes are on the screens right now. But all that being said, people, thank you so much for watching. I honestly really appreciate it. I'm the Saiyan Satsumi. Catch you guys next time.